Ultimate Team. Coming up, we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From midfield, here's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They go play action here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got size, the hands.
The speed. Can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offense.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Now a play fake. Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they dropped.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan. No fighting in the home.
Knocking when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad man, but I only got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead. Don't have to take it undercover. Just on. Bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going. And I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party. Yeah. Turn into the greatest party. Yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up. In my love and tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. Baby, when she got the lipstick, the mind tripping. She's so excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Jaws dropping when she walking, kind of thing that happened often more than just a little.
Larry Ridley here in our Orlando studios, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it brings up 4th down.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Brady got to have this one. And caught left side, Olsen. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down. Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On play action, it's Brady. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
They'll try and wind down some clock here with Anderson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they did...
From midfield, here's Brady. And Olsen over the middle. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg Olsen from 4 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And we put our attention now on the defense for the Packers. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. And defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. He's got time. All kinds of time. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Brady going to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the back.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He's back to throw. And caught, right side, Green. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. 10 yards to go on third.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
He was looking for Jordan Norwood that time. And fourth down coming up. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on fourth down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Leonis McKelvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Brady going to look to throw. Finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. To throw is Brady. He's got time in the pocket. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And he takes it back to the house. All zeros on the clock. What an ending to this. What a defensive touchdown.
That's how you play defense, folks.
And he's able to put it through. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score.
From midfield, here's Brady. It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I know that play didn't work very well, but an old New York Giants quarterback taught me a lesson a long time ago. Sometimes running the draw actually takes courage and play calling. You're actually setting something up for later in the game, and just because it was unsuccessful then doesn't mean it won't be successful later. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Greg Olsen, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. The return comes now from Jordan Norwood. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
Simeon. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And quickly, they get to the line. He's back to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He'll look to throw. And complete into the hands of Fowler. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So many practices that we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw, Brady. And Olsen over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. One final try now for Brady. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Yeah, I know only one of them counts, but this one looks like it's going to lead to a victory. I know we're not supposed to count anyone out, but with that little bit of time left on the clock, it'd take almost a miracle for them to lose this one.
It would, and this is going to sound cliche. It's been such a great game. You just hate to see one side lose, but, hey, they earned it. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end.